Again, the second time in 2 days, it's completely run over them. So Lilgun go for the Shadow Fiend and the Venge.
A way to cancel Black Hole.
Core Undying then.
I mean, we saw FBZ yesterday on Boom Esports play the Vengeful Spirit, and me and you, we groaned together in that game. We were like, oh god, here it comes. I mean, can it not be Vengeful Spirit core season? You know, I want to skip next to whatever comes after, just not Vengeful Spirit core season. But I mean, it worked for Boom Esports. It's just Vengeful Spirit, I think, might be a core. Might just want someone who can swap the Enigma when they use Black Hole. That's about it. Execration, there's the Alchemist, there's the Faceless Void, there's Ursa as well in the pool if you want to go for it. Monkey King would be a pretty insane option if they can go with the Enigma. You know, you have the Black Hole, you have the Wukong. It's not that bad against the Faceless Void because you get that all-out bonus armor. You can just, ban it next as well if you're afraid of it. I've been mentioning Faceless Void a lot, but that is because it has been a big factor. They go with the Nature's Prophet. All right, good global presence, solid damage as well. I'm starting to be a little bit worried for a different reason though. They need to pick something for Tino that can frontline because right now none of these 4 heroes wants to be the first to jump into the fight. You need someone to provide vision, and that it has to be something else. Like maybe a Primal Beast for Tino is going to come out next. Honestly.
Yeah, no, the Primal Beast, I mean, a new addition that I'm surprised it's not being seen a little bit more. The controller it offers, it's got a great engage range coming in with the charge as well. Execration, with the Nature's Prophet, I mean, you're still going to have the click. So it is push potential Enigma, Nature's Prophet, pretty strong at pushing the lanes in. So Lilgun looking for something with a little bit of clear, maybe.
For a second, by the way, my mistake. I said Tino should go for an off-lane Primal, and I was like, oh wait, Enigma's there. That's probably going to be his hero either way. No, they need some sort of mid laner to go in. So Bob doesn't play those big mid lane. He plays, Ember Spirit, Queen of Pain, Puck, Batrider, Lita. Like none of these heroes are I go in heroes. It's usually like this is a problem for Execration. They need someone to start the fights. I'm wondering who's gonna be there. There goes the Quap, like we talked about. There is still his TA, his Ember Spirit's also gone, so he still has the TA in the pool. The Puck is in the pool, but this is kind of worrisome. I'm worried about who's gonna provide vision for them in the team fights.
Yeah, there's the ban on the Primal Beast, so it was looking to come out on the other side. And Lilgun.
Lilgun, they need a carry here.
So Execration thinking this is gonna. If they're banning the Primal Beast, have you ever seen a Primal Beast 1? Because that's what I assume they're looking for here. Unless they want to run the Shadow Fiend in the position 1.
That seems a little bit more likely, right? And they go for the Monkey. Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit too much, It's like, Shadow Fiend, carry, Vengeful Spirit. I like that. From what I see it's pretty like, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. With the Monkey King 1, like that's how it is. The Vengeful Spirit is probably going to be 3. Maybe the Undying is going to be the 3, and the Vengeful Spirit is going to be the 5. But it's like not too relevant in that situation. Both of them have almost the same job. Vengeful Spirit is gonna try to stop Black Hole with the swap. Undying, drop Tombstone, tank for the team, regardless of whether you're the 3 or the 5. You just have more resources as a 3. Yeah. So I don't think it doesn't matter, what their position is. For Execration, I feel like they need something like a Dragon Knight. I'm not sure how great Dragon Knight is, but that's not a Bob hero. But that's what the style of hero that you need. Some guy who's just like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go in first with my giant health pool and armor, and you guys just follow up.
Tusk mid, Sand King mid. Sorry, I'm just because there's a lot. Well, I can't say a lot, but there's a couple of players in Eastern Europe that play the Tusk and the Sand King mid, and it's just one of those here that I love to see in the mid lane. But maybe not.
I think Tusk is I love Tusk in the mid lane. I think Tusk is a really solid mid laner here. Sand King doesn't seem to be in season right now. Maybe he is, like you're saying, in Western Europe, but the hero seems a little bit like he's in a bit of a tough spot. But Tusk mid wouldn't be so bad. I would love to see Tusk mid. Who they go with? They go. Oh. Huh.
Okie dokie.
Of all the heroes they could have picked, Sniper is one of them. That's definitely a hero. Oh, by the way, check it out. It's Carry Undying, 423 Undying, 11 on the Monkey King. A little bit That's interesting. Vengeful Spirit's going to be the 5, Rubik's going to be the 4, I imagine. So 11 Monkey King. Oh my god, I love Lilgun, dude. Like, who brings out a carry undying? Like, who does that? This is going to be the mid sniper, 5 enchant. So nothing crazy on Execration. Like, as expected. Lilgun usually up to their shenanigans, as we say. I love this. They go for the carry undying. That's beautiful. I like the team fight from Execration. No matter what happens, I think Execration's team fight is impressive. It is really strong. I don't like that they don't have anyone to provide vision. Sniper, you could say Shrapnel provides vision, but all right, are you really going to be able to Shrapnel all the areas and get all the vision out? No, I don't think so. Maybe Vincenzo with enchants, but that doesn't seem very good. I'm going to go in with Lilgun again. I think Lilgun's going to take game 2. I think this might be a 2-0. How are you feeling about this, Rob?
I'm looking at this carry undying, and I'm just like, my brain broke. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cast this game. My brain is just like, it's just gone.
Well, I mean, come on. We'll bring it back. Just pick it up from wherever it is.
Yeah, no, but
I like it.
I like the sniper pickup against the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. You're going to get range, so you're going to be sticking away from the raises. Yes. As we get ourselves into the game, yes. So you are going to be able to get that distance away from the raises. You keep yourself away out of that danger zone. So it's an assassin. As long as you can get the concussion. Is it concussion grenades? Yeah, concussive grenade.
Yeah, I think so.
To get yourself out of the Wukong's command as well. You probably get yourself a Hurricane Pike at some point, so you are going to be able to create the distance. You are really going to be relying on the Treants to front line, Shanks to front line, on the Earthshaker as well. It's one of those heroes. Okay, I like the Sniper. I genuinely think Sniper is unfortunately one of the stronger mid lane heroes in the game at the minute.
Yes,
but it's in this context, you're relying on a single frontliner. It was kind of the issue that we saw yesterday, where there was 3 strength heroes in the draft, but none of them wanted to stick on the front line. So if Lilgun can get on top of you, I don't know how some of Execration's heroes survive the fights.
Yeah, I'm also wondering. Like, they're pretty fragile, Like, they're pretty fragile on the Execration side, whereas Lilgun does have... You got a Rumble in the Roshan pit, I guess. 4-2-3, taking a little bit of damage. Taking that slow as well. These are quite a few hits he's taking, buddy.
Yeah, but we got distracted. An ace. He gets the kill onto Tino. So
yeah, Lilgun, they're like, hey, look over here. Don't look over. Don't see what we're doing on this side of the map. There are a few good things about Execration's draft that we haven't mentioned. One of them is that their pushing potential is pretty strong, both in split pushing and just in like actual tower damage with the Enigma as well as the Nature's Prophet. You can just show up anywhere, make Eidolons, make Treants, push the lane out. You don't even have to commit to your hero. That is a big deal. Like, if you're losing, you definitely want to have that on your side.
Yeah, and I like this as well because Sanctity, not got the greatest attack range in the world, has to come in close. So we saw yesterday the Sniper completely ignore Shrapnel until around level, I think it was around level 7 or 8.
Right. Yeah, she just went like 0-4-4, right?
Yeah.
Like, even Assassinate wasn't taken.
And I wouldn't be surprised if something similar is done here with only 1 point into the Shrapnel, but just picking up that early point, because again, Sanctity needs to come in close. So that early damage that you get off, it's going to help you stop Sanctity from getting the denies and being able to farm up yourself. So yeah, I like this from Bob. It means that if you do get behind as well, you're going to have a farming tool to go into the jungle with. I would just like to see him pick up the extra attack range now, the headshots to come out as well over the next few levels.
There you go. Yeah, well, he goes for the headshot for now. Yeah, I think he's gonna do fine. I'm excited to see how Bob plays this mid. It's different style. This guy's playmaking to the Ember, the Puck, the Quap. Like, we saw these heroes actually banned against him because Lilgun respects him so much on his hero. He takes the sniper, different style. It's not the same type of hero as those spirits and the Puck and Quap. So I'm excited to see how flashy he can be with this hero. For now, his laning stage is going decent, like pretty much even 6-5 to 6-4. Like, it's nothing crazy is happening right now.
I'm just watching the top lane and Vincenzo's being pushed back. Like, he's just the the punching bag of Execration. Like, it doesn't matter where he is, who's around him, what he just seems to be the one that everybody focuses on to do the damage. And yet you can see him being pushed back. Kishka, there's going to be a really nice decay as well. In fact, he doesn't have the mana, but he does have a mango. But the Nature's Attendants will be used here now, as also Vincenzo's going to be able to get a lot of health back, diving behind that tier 1 tower, the Tombstone. He's already used it, so it's going to be on cooldown here for 423. And it looks like now it's going to be Kishka's turn to be punished a little bit, being chased down. The Train's doing some body blocking now as well. The Fade Bolt will be used, but Kishka, I think he'll be able to do enough to get this kill. He uses the Furry Fire to try and keep himself alive. The body blocks for Palos. He gets that Sprout. One more right click. Is it going to be enough? It's not! 10 health! Oh, and the Trains couldn't get close the distance as well to claim the kill.
By the way, the whole time that Flag Bear was around, giving him that 3 health regen, that's a pretty big deal, just as we saw. Like, if this was the previous patch, he would that 10 health, he would not have had that 10 health. He would have been dead by now.
And Vincenzo, he's going to be forced to use the Nature's Attendants once again. Again, just taking so much harass as... What's he taking here? It's got the break and the piercing on the Hill Troll Berserker. But, I mean, really...
Nothing to break.
Yeah, just looking at it, like, what's this one actually doing?
He's sending a signal. You know, he's breaking them in spirit. All right, Robin, don't question the man. He knows what he's doing. I'm surprised to see Lilgun actually go for this lane swap. I didn't think that like Undying plus Venge is gonna have such trouble, or that maybe Monkey King plus Rubik is like gonna struggle top. In the meantime, mid lane. Sorry about that.
Sanctity has to play away from the tower as well because he didn't want to walk into the shrapnel using those bottle charges. And
what a time to kill him, by the way. Just went 10 seconds before the ruins spawn. He might be able to get both.
Yeah, he clears off the creep wave with the razors. Yeah, he's got 3 points of those razors, so he's just going to be able to move himself down if he wants to. As the creep wave pushes underneath the tower, does a little bit of damage, so Bob is going to be missing out on farm here now as well. Bob looks like he's just going to go straight to deny. Does he want to deny the water rune? Yeah, he does. Just wants to take that little victory away there from Sanctity.
That'll teach you for killing me. Bottom lane. Yeah. Shanks also loses his life. And yeah, it's 2 stuns, you know, it's the Vengeful Spirit maxing out stun by maxing out Magic Missile. The stun duration doesn't increase by much, but it does add up when you have the Monkey King, and is kind of dangerous for this.
We're just being caught talking about every single, and they're getting kills. Vincenzo, he's going to be able to get himself away from this. He's again using the Nature's Attendants, and it doesn't look like they have the burst damage to get them away. And yeah, so 4-0 Lilgun having a really good start here in this early game, not even 5 minutes in. And well, chat's gonna be cracking out the T-Tours because I think I missed two of the kills. But
yeah, guys, make sure you put at Robbnroll because I'm not in charge of the camera.
Listen,
so it's all his fault. It's completely nothing is on me. You know, I accept no blame. Oh, Vincenzo's dead.
Caught that one, just the tail end of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Palos is going to try and do a little bit of damage to 423. And yeah, if anyone has any complaints about my camera work, you can send it to my complaint box at NomadCasts on Twitter.
Poor guy. In the meantime. Yeah, it's not so bad for Execration. Yes, you are losing the laning stage significantly, but you do have Enigma and you have the Earthshaker. So it's not like, oh my god, we were expecting the snowball from it. It's like, no, this is unfortunate, but it's not unexpected. So it's like something it was very likely for them to happen with the Blaze. Earthshakers, he's not a hero in the lane. You know, he's a joke in the lane basically. He might be dead actually.
In fact, yeah, I mean, Shanks, he turns around with the Fisher though on the bottom lane. 11 going to be taking a lot of damage. Does get off the Boundless Strike and Shanks. Well, they might turn this one around. Ace getting pretty darn low, but there is going to be the Primal Spring onto Tino and just immediately gets himself back into the trees here. 11 going to be taking a lot of damage, but both heroes in this lane do survive. And Shanks, I mean, I know he's playing the position 4, but does he want to be going for that early blink on the Earthshaker? Is there anything else that he wants to pick up, or is it just save the gold, wait till it's out, and then, you know, go for the roam, echo slams, and rotations and ganks?
No, definitely straight up blink dagger. You know, sometimes we used to see people go for like the arcane boost, but he's already got a tranquil boost, so there's nothing on his mind except it's from here on out. I think every gold's gonna go.
The Shrapnel comes through now as well. The Trains. Palos just TPs himself in with a teleport and Sanctity. This is going to be a revenge kill. Palos does pick it up, and he has a TP scroll if he wants to get himself back to the lane. In fact, they're going to force out some damage onto this mid lane tower first.
What a nice block, by the way. Keeping him inside the Shrapnel with those Trains. Really good. And Execration, first kill on the board. But it's a big one. You know, that was a big kill for them to get. And I imagine Shanks.
Hurricane comes out into the Fisher. This was a pullback into Kishu. We saw that yesterday, the play as well. The Wild Wing Ripper pullback into a Marcy disposed. They weren't able to capitalize, but this is going to be a quick 7-minute tier 1 tower here for the side of Execration.
We talked about this. This is a strong pushing draft that they have, and it is working out for them. You know, in 1 kill on Sancti. Tino, is he going to be okay?
Taking a look on the bottom lane, and it looks like the Fisher comes through onto 2. Ace, they have the enchant totem now as well. Ace, they're going to be able to claim this kill. 11, can he get himself out of danger here? He's looking for the tree jump, but it looks like he breaks the vision long enough that he does get that off cooldown. There was a rotation now as well. The Centaur will show, so they know Vincenzo's close.
Execration, good movements around the map here. Like killing Ace isn't that big of a deal, but Tino looked like he was a bit of in a bit of danger. They show up in time. They got the mid tower. So Execration, much crispier movements, which to be fair is a little easier when you're not being dove on with a brood mother in her army.
Who would have guessed?
That bad winning the game for them right now, basically. Oh,
11. The Fisher comes out. He does get stunned, but he was mid-air when it came out, so he does connect onto the tree.
Do you think that one of the reasons that they're focusing on 11 is because of what he did to them last game? They're like, no, we know it's not important to kill him, but it's for our ego. It's for us to feel a little bit better.
Yeah, they're just bringing the hurt onto 11, like you say, just as a little bit of revenge from that last game.
Tino's level 6. He does have the black hole. That makes it a lot riskier for them now. To try to gank him. He's also got both the supports with him, Shanks as well as Vincenzo. They're farming up the neutral camps as well, so they're getting a little bit out of this. It's looking pretty good for Execration right now.
Yeah, and you can see the Shadow Fiend. He's moved off that mid lane. He doesn't have the protection off of a TP if they do rotate onto him. He doesn't want to get too far out of position. So 4-2-3 as well as Sanctity going to be putting pressure onto this tier 1 tower top while the lane is empty. But the Nature's Prophet, he's not too fussed. He's got himself into the jungle. Going to be going towards the Mask of Madness, it looks like. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Do they want to go onto this?
Nature's Prophet, is he going to be okay? Oh, Kishka shows himself for a second.
I love this as well. The early pickup onto the Midnight Pulse as well, so it stops 11 from being able to get out. The Black Hole comes out. First successful Black Hole. He just carries on using it now as well. Ace. There is going to be the Flesh Golem coming through from 4-2-3. What can they do here as Tino? Magic Missile onto the Earthshaker. It looks like Tino. One more right click will be enough. They're going to be able to get it with Decay now as well. The Fear, it forces Vincenzo back.
Shanks, is he going to be able to make it out alive? Magic Missile in about a second. Kishka's here. Lift up. That's going to be dead. Yeah, they got 11, but they also they traded 3 for it, and they kept their tower alive. So Lilgun with the victory there. So a little bit unfortunate for Execration, but it's not too bad. I'm surprised Palace didn't show up in that team fight, though he did teleport mid, so he wasn't ready to actually go to the bottom lane with them.
Yeah, 11. The balance strike, he doesn't hit it. And Bob gets the deny on the rune.
Bob, what's he going for? Looks like he's going to go for, I think you mentioned the Mask of Madness, the double Wraith Band. So he just wants to stay there right. By the way, he did go for more points in Shrapnel than we discussed. He went for 3 points in Shrapnel. To be fair, once you get the people in the black hole with it, it's 70 damage. It's that's pretty insane.
Yeah, he might want to be joining the fights earlier, because I was thinking about just sitting in the lane, but obviously the quick rotation, taking this tier 1 tower, it does change the equilibrium of that lane, so yeah, he wants to be moving into the jungle, farming, you're moving back to lane, and the shrapnel does really help accelerate the farm, so he's not thinking about, all-in fighting at the minute, like you say, but once the black holes start to come out, with the shrapnel combos, it is a lot of damage, the Midnight Pulse on top as well.
4-2-3, he's here. He's a big tanky boy, but is he gonna be tanky enough? That's a lot of damage.
Fisher, it hits onto 2. Ace is gonna be in trouble now as well. The rotation comes through. Echo Slam onto 2 of them. They claim both kills, and this tier 1 tower, it's going down.
It's a distant memory, What tier 1 tower are you talking about, Rob? I didn't see one. Yeah, that was a little bit ambitious from Lilgun. Being there, Execration, they are doing this tower taking really well. They bring multiple people. We talked about this Enigma as well as Nature's Prophet. You do tower damage, And Shanks, he's getting close to that Blink Dagger. Only 1,200 gold away. Not too bad for a position for Earthshaker, So this Execration, you're pretty happy with the way the game is going right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't a great start. You know, Lilgun thought like it looked like they were just going to carry on running over Execration like they did in the first game, but Kishka.
Yep.
Uses the Fade Bolt. Do they want to carry on going? Bob does have a double damage rune here as well. But yeah, Execration have pulled this right back, and this is kind of what happens when you're allowed to play your lanes in the game.
This and I mean, Execration, they were 5-0. They have better lane heroes, but sorry, Lilgun has better lane heroes, but Execration, their ability to take team fights is just insane. Kishka, he's taking some damage, and Kishka is gonna be taking it all the way to the grave. See ya, Kishka.
Yeah, it was a complete out of position. The Fisher coming in from range as well, and the slow. So you do have a lot of control coming out for Execration. We didn't even talk about the push potential coming through from the Enchantress as well. Doesn't keep the creeps for the entire, like for too long, but still adds push and gank potential. And you just have to cycle through them, not going for any points in the impetus. Just wants the control on the creeps.
Yeah, I mean, you get the rally creeps, right? It gives you so much. Oh, 4-2-3, are you going to be okay, buddy? He does have the ultimate if he needs to use it.
Yeah, but there is a black hole available, Kishka. The fish has been stolen. Tombstone comes out now as well. Looks like they might want to try and go. And Palos, he just has to go for the TP, and there's not going to be anything to interrupt. There's another swap, but it gets him out of tower engine. Palos, do they carry on going here now as well? 4 heroes ganking onto the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet will be taken down. A 5-hero rotation. So, space created? Question mark?
Yeah, definitely question mark. Well, looks like Vincenzo, he's creating more space for his team right now. Look at that. That is a space-making machine. Bob, yeah, he's farming. The Shanks also pieced out. I think at this point, Execration's like, all right, we're not going until we have the Blink Dagger on our Earthshaker. We're not going to go for more. Needs to be careful. Tino, is he might be in danger here. Maybe he's just going to be fine. And I think, look at Enigma, by the way. Go has a Spirit Vessel. Already has the Vladimir Aura. Wraithback, I feel like, is the item this game, Just make sure that you get as many auras on your team as possible.
Yeah. And did Bob see? He didn't see Sanctity. Yeah, so just looking at it, I mean, Bob's going right back. He's going to have that Dragonlance in about 100 gold. So this is where do you want to see the sniper join the fights? Is it after the Dragonlance, or do you think he goes for the BKB next, which is going to give him survivability in these fights? Or does he just the black hole's up? Do you just want him to rotate with Palos and Tino and look for a quick gank?
I think I'd like to see him fight. By the way, top lane Shanks might be ganked fairly soon. Shanks, you're being greedy, buddy. You're being greedy. He's so close. Oh, this would be the worst time for him to die. Oh no, he doesn't have the money. He has the money. Okay, he gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's perfectly fine with this now.
He's absolutely fine with that. 30 seconds saves him walking back to base. Saves his TP. Absolutely fine.
In some ways, that was a bait. That's when you die. You're like, that's exactly what I wanted. But yes, I do think I'd like to see Bob actually join fights now. I think that bottom fight could have gone a little bit differently if he was there with that, a little vision from Shrapnel, a little bit of extra damage. But they are probably going to be grouping up now. Just take the tier 2. You have the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. You're looking pretty powerful at this stage of the game.
And there is going to be the TP coming in from Kishka now as well, but Vincenzo's on the other side. Telekinesis going to be used on him. Fisher, there was still there. Fade Bolt as well, so Vincenzo going to be forced to pop those Nature's Attendants. But again, you can see the Enigma. There is going to be the Shrapnel coming through now as well. And 4-2-3, he doesn't want to risk his life pushing into this with only Kishka backing him up. The Wukong command's already been used. What was stolen? Shrapnel. That's some good counter pushing coming out. Shrapnel into a Fade Bolt. Kishka should just be able to clean up creep waves on his own.
Yeah, and also the spell comes out with a little bit more damage and huge cast range. I mean, if you hover over it for the Rubik, it feels like a global spell almost with how big his circle is. Like, it's literally the whole screen.
Yeah.
So definitely one of the best spells. That's actually the problem for Execration. The fact that you had to max out Shrapnel, that's awkward. I mean, Rubik is going to really like this spell the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, the sniper hasn't picked up anything in the Assassinate, probably because of the Mask of Madness, so being able to drop a couple of Shrapnels and then just sit and plink with the right clicks, it seems like that's the sniper's game plan for now. He's just, like I say, completely ignoring the Assassinate, and maybe that's a spell he doesn't want to give away to Kishka, and that's why he's not skilled it up. Well, the Fisher comes through though. They're going to be able to get the Enchant Totem, and the Blink reveal comes out now as well. Whereas that Midnight Pulse, they've got the Spirit Vessel on him as well. And this is just going to be the death of 4-2-3. He popped that Flesh Golem, but it wasn't enough to keep him alive.
Yeah, I mean, Execration, they want this tower. And I don't think Lilgun's respecting that fact. They're like, they probably got one. They keep having other people in other lanes. Sanctity's never showing up. Even 11 was pushing top when Palace was interrupting. Like, they're not respecting the fact the Execration are gung-ho for this tower, and that might be costing them. The tower is still standing, but just now you just lost your carry twice in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and you've got to look as well that the Midnight Pulse is going to be doing current health damage per second. So it doesn't matter how tanky the Undying is. This spell is always going to affect him the same way. And then you've got the Spirit Vessel on top of that.
And very soon a Wraithback is going to be coming in for the team as well. Kishka, is he going to be losing his life? No, not enough downside. But that tower's gone, which means that suddenly you can also go for the outpost if they wanted, which gives them way more map control. And it does feel like Lilgun, it feels like they're the ones getting brood mothered in this match.
Yeah, I mean, the upside here is Sanctity is getting stacks. He's farming in the jungle. If we take a look at the net worth, he is ahead by, it's only about 100 gold, but top of the net worth, and he's got now 3 points into the presence of the Dark Lord. So the armor reduction coming out, you're going to have the Haunting Wave coming through, from Ace into the Roche pit. So this is going to be a lot of minus armor that they're going to be able to quickly deal with this Roche, and it doesn't look like anybody on the side of Execration know this is going on. The Tombstone's been dropped as well, so this is going to be a free Roche. The train is making its way over, but it's going to be way too late. Way too late.
Ooh. Oh, there's no Echo Slam either because it was used bottom, and in the end, Sanctity takes the edge. Alright. A good move by them to make sure that, Execration, they're not running away with everything, They're not getting the tier 2 of the outpost for free. So it's a nice move by them getting this Aegis. It's still worrisome though. You're up against such a strong team fight lineup. What's 4-3 went for? He went for the Falcon Blade, going to go for the BKB next. Maxed out Decay and Tombstone, classic. Ace going for the 4-staff. 11 went for the Midas on the Monkey King. That is some big faith. 11?
Top lane,
he might be going somewhere else.
Magic Missile comes in. There's going to be the swap onto 11 to try and get him out of danger. But yeah, there was no follow-up, and Palos just says, right, okay, I'll go back to farming then. I have a global spell. It doesn't really waste too much here for me.
But Kishka has the Aether Lens, which with the Arcane Supremacy, with Shrapnel, basically it's global. I mean, it's gonna be global when he gets that spit. Tino?
Oh, do they want to go? Sanctity. The 4-staff did come out from the Hurricane Pike, the Malefice as well, just taking him to the stuns. I mean, he's not even got the BKB queued up. He wants to be going for a Butterfly first, which, okay. I suppose a lot of the damage coming through from Execration is right-click from the 2 cores. So, yeah, okay, good choice. But that doesn't stop the sniper from going for an MKB. In fact, the sniper would be happy to go for an MKB, I think.
Yeah, and plus there's a ton of magic damage and control as well, right? It's not like you get a butterfly. It doesn't help you from the fissures. It doesn't help you from anything. So Ace, he's gonna need some help right about now. He's not gonna get any. He's just gonna lose his life. Yep. Shanks with a fissure from uphill, not uphill, but from the river gets the kill.
Yeah.
Execration 5,000 gold lead for them. Very tough situation for Lilgun to be here. They do have the Aegis, but they actually have no wars on their side of the map. It's all the enemy side. They don't see anything that they need to see.
No. Take a look at the vision as well. They've got a couple deep wards. Maybe they were thinking they were going to make deep runs with the Monkey King, the Venge, and get some ganks, but not serving them. In fact, the Fisher comes through. They're going to be able to get on top of the Monkey King. Monkey King going to get himself away. There's going to be the Echo Slam to stop the Wukong's command. Palos TPs himself in. Great gank there from the side of Execration.
Tino?
Do they want to chase? Tino's getting pretty down low. Tombstone's been dropped, so they're just going to walk themselves away. And the Wraith Pact. What's the slow that comes out from the Wraith Pact?
It doesn't slow. I don't think it does slow. It's just yeah, pretty sure it doesn't slow. But the thing itself moves slow. If that's what you mean. By the way, Tino used Black Hole to get the kill on Sanctity, but he couldn't. Unfortunately, Kishka dropped it immediately. Unfortunately, he just used his spell steal right before the Black Hole came out to get the Malefice, so he wasn't able to actually get the Black Hole himself.
Why have I always thought the Wraith Pact has a slow on it?
I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's just one of those things that, it gets in your head and you're just like, oh yeah, there's a slow. But it just moves slow.
It moves slow, so I guess, I don't know. It moves. It still says that it takes 5 hits to be destroyed. Doesn't it take 4 hits now? That's a weird error right there. Well, either way, It's Execration. They're 6k ahead. Their cores are doing well. This core Undying hasn't been able to do as much as I thought. Smoke comes up. They're gonna go for Bob. They do get him.
The full staff, yeah, there's going to be a really nice catch onto the sniper. The swap comes out now as well, and he doesn't have. In fact, he is queuing up the MKB, so no BKB here for the sniper. And if you get caught out like that, easy punish for Lilgun.
That ward finally paying dividends, right? After all that time when they had that ward there. And, but look at the dire ward, by the way. Execration also have a very deep ward on their side of them, on the enemy mid lane. So, yeah, I don't know if they want to take a fight without the sniper. That is kind of most of your physical damage, but looks like 11 wants to force the issue if he can.
Yeah, there's going to be, I mean, Palos has his BKB, the Flesh Golem does come out now as well. Vincenzo has to pop those Nature's Attendants. Look at the damage coming out onto 423, but the Wukong's command, the telekinesis, he wasn't able to get that BKB off, and now Tino going to be chased down. Where's that balance strike? He's already used it, 18 seconds away. One more right click though, anything, nothing to take the hero down, and it's going to be a tier 2 tower that does go down, sniping back up in 2 seconds, but Nature's Prophet's down. And this is where, I mean, the top lane is pushing in. You've got the creeps as well as the centaur from the enchantress, just putting the creep equilibrium in the favor of Execration in this lane, and they don't even lose the tier 2 tower in the mid.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really a win for them, right? They lost like a couple of core heroes. They took a lot of damage, but they are like their draft is okay with this because they do have this like literally 3 heroes can split push with creep. So that's good for them. Like that is, it's kind of like if they didn't have the draft that they had, that could have been very punishing for them. In the meantime, though, Kishka, is he going to be the one they run into? Palos he's coming in. Who can you find? Where's Kishka? So close.
Oh, it looks like Shanks, did he see 11? I mean, 11 took a lot of damage there. Spells on cooldown there as well, and it looks like the TP. Palos, nothing to stop this, and Kishka's just going to be able to TP himself away. Yeah, Fisher was off the mark. You want?
Interesting, but
bottom lane, Vincenzo going to be taking a lot of damage. Yeah, 3 heroes. Nature's Wrath does fly through, as it looks like they were trying to take back this outpost.
Interesting item build on the Earthshaker. He's got 2 Sage's Mask. That's kind of weird. He did go for the first Iron Blink Dagger after the Tranquil Boost. He's also got the Vambrace on Intelligence for this 6% spell up. Surprising to see him go with a double Sage's Mask, because if he's going for Aether Lens, like, he has enough mana regen as it is. I'm surprised that he needs that. Like, it's an interesting investment to go for this double Sage Mask.
Yeah, I suppose it's just because obviously you play in that position 4, so it's going to take you a little bit longer to get to the Aether Lens. So, you know, it's like when we used to see Crystal Maidens go for double Fluffy Hats, because it took them so long to actually farm anything up. And they do pay off in value for what you use. Oh, Bob, telekinesis comes up. Bob again, still no BKBs. He's just going to be chased down. Not great, Bob.
Bob, that's twice in a row that happens, and slowly he's slipping. That another advantage from Execration going down. Again, not the biggest deal in the world. You do have the best teamfight lineup I've seen in a long time, so you're not too worried about it. But it's a bit crazy to see that happening multiple times right now.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Bob hasn't changed from the MKB to the BKB. He's already got the Demon Edge, though, so maybe he's just in full commit, because you want to be picking this up as soon as possible.
Listen, he's a core, all right. They gotta do damage. It's in their job. It says core DPS dealer or something. Bob, all right, maybe he's disconnecting, thinking about it. He's like, wait, let me think about this BKB MKB choice, guys. I'm gonna pull the plug for a second. I don't want to be thinking about this in game. If you just go for BKB. I mean, there's still the swap, which is kind of the most annoying part, right? You think you're going to walk away out of the Wukong, and then you get swapped back in. That's the worst part. Unfortunately, without the BKB, you're going to be stunned in. So there's really no good option. This Vengeful Spirit pick has done a lot for Lilgun. Game 1, we were talking about, the Undying was good for them in the lane. This game, it's the Ace is just playing out of his mind on this Vengeful Spirit. And he's got the Philosopher's Stone, so he's going to be scaling pretty well. I mean, he's lowest net worth right now, but at least he's got some source of gold compared to a lot of times.
Yeah, I think, though, this is, again, it's what we were talking about in the very early game. Lilgun, they have the Monkey King that can get in the face. They have the Undying that's going to be taking decay stacks and getting built up and up and up and up. And he wants that Aghanim Shard, so it's going to give him the Flesh Golem, which gives him a cooldown on that the Flesh Golem as well. Whereas Execration, they're looking for pickoffs. They're looking to, like, this kind of guerrilla warfare. You get in, you get the pick, you get yourself out. And if they get dragged into a full 5v5, smashing against each other fight, nobody really wants to be sitting on the front line here for Execration. And it's where, like I say, Bob gets caught out. Bob gets telekinesis and dragged into a fight. Or the Nature's Prophet gets locked down in the swap, in the Wukong's command. Or, the Enigma can't get off the Black Hole because he has to be the furthest one forwards. And it's just... I think coming into the late game, Execration are really going to struggle with Lilgun. Like I say, they're starting to find these pickoffs now. They're starting to get themselves back into the game. And you can see 14-9, even with a 5k net worth leader for Execration, Lilgun are finding the picks. And I think it's just going to get harder and harder as this game goes on for Execration.
Yeah, Lilgun also has the vision advantage, because of the Monkey King jumping on the trees. They also have the Wave of Terror from the Vengeful Spirit. Even the Tombstone gives them a lot of vision. So Execration, the only thing that they have creeps that they can send forward, but these guys can be cleared up pretty damn quick. And Shrapnel, which you can't do anything against, but man, it's not like insane amounts of vision. It's not the same as a Tombstone on a cliff, So that's gonna be a problem with Execration. However, I don't know if I agree with you completely that it's gonna be that much harder for Execration. I do think that their team fight is just so strong that might be enough to overwhelm them. I still think Lilgun's gonna take the game, but not as confident as when I saw the draft in the beginning, where I was like, they're definitely going to be doing very well for themselves. It's much more even. What does the percentage say? The graph says it's 62 in favor of Execration, in fact. Would you agree with that, or do you think it's more 50-50?
No, I'd say that's fairly accurate. Like I say, if Execration can get the jump ins, the pickoffs, and keep it, like I say, just hit and runs, look for the split pushes out with the 3 heroes that they've got, sure. But I just, like I say, I think they need to be avoiding the fights, and it's going to get, like, in a Roche fight, something like that, around an objective, I think Lilgun have the advantage. Just to me, and again, at my garbage MMR, mind is seeing this, looking at Lilgun just have a really, I wouldn't say better team fight, but they just sustain a little bit better.
And they're way less cooldown dependent. That is a big deal as well, right? Yeah. Like Execration it's like, once Enigma uses the Black Hole, he's still got some value, but you really lose like 80% of your real value. Like, you're not doing too much. I love the way that Lilgun, I'm not sure, I think it was 4-2-3, he wrote wait in capital, then 11 was like, wait! Cap's like, wait! It's like, oh, well, speaking of 11, he might be in trouble.
No, he's going to be fine. Fine, he's going to be fine.
Surprised. Shanks House could have gone for it if he wanted to, but no, they decided to show mercy this time around. Let's see, Vincenzo, they're all grouping up mid, although Bob is still not around. Still killing creeps, getting close and close to that MKB.
Double damage rune on the bottom though as well. If they can pick this up on maybe the Nature's Prophet could look to get a TP gank in there as well. Nobody's come here. Is going to be going to Bob.
Oh, there's a smoke up from the radius side though. Everyone's there except 11.
How are they going to look? I mean, so yeah, it's going to be some smoke on smoke action. The Prophet, I don't even think the Prophet's showing here. No, the Prophet's hanging back, but with the trains being popped now, they're going to know roughly where he is. The pings come out from the side of Lilgun. The backstab coming through. Palos, he has that BKB. He's going to go for the TP out. Was up on the strike. They don't see him. Oh, they don't see him. And he gets the TP away.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They do get the outpost back. That's worth something. The meantime, seems like both teams smoked. Not going to really meet each other. A little gun. They get the outpost, so that's a little bit more map control for them. You can say that maybe they won that, but overall, slight gain for them.
Yeah, and so what?
Roshan?
What's up? Do they have any vision around this here, Lilgun? They don't. How quickly is this going to go down with the Desolator?
They scan. They know.
Do they know? Are they going to come for it though? I mean, 11's still hanging around. He's going to be jumping himself over. Has a TP. There is a tier 2, but they're taking the time. Vincenzo on the high ground now as well. Going to be doing some D-warding. This is going to be a free Roche. No contest on this. And what, to give it to Bob? Yeah, they give it to Bob. Even the shard coming out here now as well. Do they want to fight after the fact? There's going to be the force staff away from Vincenzo. He's taking a lot of damage. He has to force himself out of danger. But the Wild Wing Ripper, they're still going to be able to get the kill. Do they want to carry on going further? There is going to be the Wukong's command coming out. So they get the kill onto the Enigma. But do they go any further?
Enigma's down. No buyback. They did commit the buyback on Ace. So they definitely... Does feel like they kind of were expecting this to go for a little bit more. So a Lilgun... I mean, yeah, you kill a core, but forcing a buyback on your position 5 after you lost the Aegis, I think Execration is gonna feel pretty happy about that. No big ultimates will commit on their side. They're gonna be they wasted the buyback from Ace. If they kill him next time, he's gonna be down for about 60 seconds, which yeah, he's a position 5, but that's the black hole canceller. You know, that's a big problem. Sanctity.
Are they gonna be able to move? The Echo Slam comes out. They're just gonna be able to get right on top of him here and get an easy kill onto the Shadow Fiends.
By the way, she got Sniper's tier 2 item, Groove Bow. Oh, the happiness that guy. Like the attack range, what is it? It's in the thousands? It is in the thousands, actually. It is very high, 1,200 attack range. He's finally living up to his name. I always thought it was weird that Sniper starts off with this really low attack range. He gets up to like 700 in the old days. Now he goes up to 1,000 and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah,
from a mile away.
I mean, he has the Hurricane Pike as well, which is going to add to the attack speed, to the attack range, excuse me, well, the attack speed as well, because it does give some agi. So the extra attack range, what was stolen? Nature's Attendance? No, the enchant.
That's a cute spell.
Yeah, okay, so enchant, he's going to be able to steal creeps away from the Enchantress.
It's like, oh, you took that creep? Let me just take it right back. Not exactly the spell you really want, but it's fine. It does come with a Dispel, which is kind of nice, along with the Stove.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you don't need to use it on creeps. You could use it on one of the heroes on Execration and get the slowdown, so you can maybe chase someone down, telekinesis onto the Sniper, but the Sniper, again, does have that Aegis, so they don't want to force anything out here on Lilgun. Maybe just letting them know that they were there.
I believe you can use it to remove the Berserk active from Sniper. That would be kind of useful. You know, it is dispellable.
Palos, they're going to be able to get the jump now as well. Wukong's command comes out, but there's going to be the magic missile. Nature's Prophet takes so much damage, and again, wasn't able to get that BKB off. He's not even used the BKB yet, so again, a really nice pick-off here for Lilgun. And what can he get out of this? You know, they've got the Nature's Prophets down. He's dead for the next 56 seconds. What do Lilgun want to be doing?
Both teams are playing this quite carefully. Oh, they just steal the Fissure, though. That is a great spell for Kishka to have. One that I've been waiting for to take all game. Yeah, they are playing a little bit passive on both sides, but Execration, they're kind of forcing this. You know, they're doing a really good job with pushing out the lanes. Like, top lanes only got Idolaws pushing in. And every time Lilgun's going to be like, okay, someone's got to go fix the lanes. And they're not very mobile. You know, it's only Monkey King who can move a lot. So while Lilgun would like to do more, Execration has played this beautifully with the way that they keep the lanes pushed up. Although
to blink in, Undying going to be able to get right on top of the second Fissure comes through now, and 4-2-3. He has that Blade Mail, drops a Tombstone. What are they trying to do on 11 on the backline? So he's going to the Primal Spring in. They get the root. They're going to be able to take down the Earth Shaker, and now the Magic Missile onto the Enchantress Edge. But do they go any further onto this? 4-2-3 backs himself away. He's not used his BKB just yet. It looks like with the Nature's Attendance, it's going to be the 4-staff out now as well from Sanctity backlines. BKB pop from 4-2-3, trying to chase down onto Bob. Bob, can he get himself away from this? There is going to be a decent black hole onto 2, but the swap immediately cancels the black hole. It was stolen by the Rubik as well, so they can go with the Wukong's command. Telekinesis right back into this Wukong's command. They've got themselves on top of Bob, and then Enchantress is going to fall now as well. Palos, the only one left alive. Can he do anything about this? Where's that black hole from Kishka? Didn't have the mana for it. Oh, but still, 4 heroes dead.
Ace, man. I mean, we've been saying this guy, like, remember when he bought back? We were like, okay, this guy is still important. You know, he's still maybe the position 5, but he's an important guy because he is your black hole canceller. And he just did that in the fight. Instant black hole cancel. What, like, huge move. And now Kishka has a black hole for himself. He's like, hey guys, I got one too. And yeah, they have an Echo Slam. Are they going to consider using? No, 11 just heals up. Not enough damage. They get the racks. Sanctity, he's got the Presence Aura Effects builds, which means that they just destroy it. By the way, 11's got a Gleipnir, which is an item I didn't mention at all, but worked really well getting them that kill on the Earthshaker.
Yeah, being able to lock down, it's a really good one. Yeah, and he used it super effectively on the Earthshaker, and yeah, like, because you're not playing the position once, so the utility that it gives you to keep heroes locked down on the Wukong's command as well. It's a really nice, and he's going to go for a basher next. Like, I know he's the position 3, but he's playing like he is the position 1.
I mean, he's got the farm for it, right? Like, he's way more farm than 4-2-3, who is, you know, he is their carry. I like the blade mail on the Undying, by the way, because you're gonna get so much health anyway. You're gonna benefit a ton from the blade mail. It's like, you know, I have 4,000 health. How the hell are you gonna kill me? And here we go. Pause again. Oh dear, my God, man! Execration. The team fight's still amazing, and you are at an advantage, but losing the racks. Lilgun did that ace. That was what a good swap. What a good play that won them that fight. Because otherwise they would have lost it.
Yeah, and yeah, no, great position from Ace, like you say, to get that swap off. That just means that as soon as the black hole starts, it's gone as soon as it starts. You know, and the reactions from Kishka as well to be able to get that black hole. To say that, okay, the black hole's been cancelled, we need to make sure he doesn't drop a Midnight Pulse, he doesn't try and drop a Malefice, or, you know, don't want to, just as soon as he knows where he is, he homes in, he gets that black hole, and now this is just, I mean, what's the cooldown? 80 seconds for Execration on the black hole, where there's a massive threat of it coming out, and a black hole combined with a Wukong's command. How do you deal with that?
You don't. If that happens, I don't think that Execration automatically lose the fight. The smoke on smoke action, they might run into them from their advantage though for Execration.
Yeah, they do have this high ground now as well. Palos can TP himself in and get into this fight if it does break out, but it looks like all of Lilgun, they've smoked themselves up. They
see it.
Do they want to turn back onto this though?
By the way, and also I love how Kishka, I mean, he went for the stand items, you know, the Blink Dagger, the Force Staff, the 8th Lens, but he's got so much mobility, so this black hole can come from it's way more dangerous than when Tino uses it, because, like, he doesn't have the same cast range abilities with the Arcane Supremacy. It's on the same mobility, he doesn't have a Force Staff. It's a little scarier when the Rubik has the black hole. Like, it is way more dangerous.
Yeah.
Another smoke from Lilgun. They really want to get a pick off here.
Look at this as well, the demonic conversion having to push out the lane, because the range, like you say, it's pushing in onto this, and it just puts even more pressure onto Execration. So
a little bit telegraphed though. I mean, you can see the Execration. The creeps are pushing in top. No one's defending. If you're Execration, you're like, well, they must be smoked. Sanctity is slowed down.
Yeah.
So they know Vincenzo's around.
Did Bob finish off the MKB? He did. So this butterfly, it's going to be less effective. Not effective, but less effective here. And Palos as well. What's he want to go for? I mean, Palos has the AC. He's got himself the Desolator. It's only got 4 charges on the Soul Stealer.
Yeah, they got the damage, right? Like, Execration's not lacking damage at all. Like, they got 2 ranged right clickers who've got, you know, say good attack speed, good damage. Like, there's nothing lacking for them there. The problem is the fact that who's going to start fights? The Stone Black Hole is going to be expiring fairly soon. I believe that's got like maybe 20 seconds left. Will he use it on creeps? Do you think Kishka's going to be like, I'm going to get one use out of this one way or another. I don't really care.
Although,
by the way, if you do, no, you're right. If he does use it and you steal to get it, it's still on cooldown.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't want to actually use it in that situation. That's a mechanic thing you gotta be careful with. And yeah, I bet he knows it, right? You pick Rubik, you know about this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just thinking as well. It's 400 mana to farm a creep camp. You know, he can fade bolt, and what's he stolen? Here, you get the enchant back, so that's going to be a slow that he can maybe use to mess with one of the supports on the side of Execration.
And as always, remove the Berserk from the Sniper, which is, you know, it's nice. It's not the biggest deal, but it's nice. Not like you want a BKB to avoid the enchant. This is definitely a longer day than we had yesterday. Yesterday, the games were, you know, they're like pretty quick. Here, both teams being pretty careful, especially Execration. They are, I think, 1 draw and 1 loss. So another loss puts them kind of in a tough spot. They have plenty of matches left. They can still make a comeback, but you definitely don't want to start off your tournament life with, you know, 2 losses and a draw.
No. And yeah, like you said, both teams, they're just playing it clever. They're playing it safe. They're not getting over aggressive. They're not smashing into each other and just, you know, whichever team comes out on top then wins. You know, they are playing strategically. Like say the Execration, they don't have to fight 5 versus 5. They can just find pickoffs and split push like this and just put the pressure onto Lilgun and put Lilgun on the clock. Speaking of put him on the clock, Palos. Do they have the bash? They do. The Monkey King has the bash. He stops the TP coming out from Palos now as well. And Palos, that BKB, it's most of the way over. Palos trying to get himself through the trees. The chase down comes out. The balance strike's going to be there though. And they're going to be able to get the kill into the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet just goes down.
I mean, they tried to split push bottom to try to get more, but you know, Fortify comes out. The tier 3 still stands, and now they're going to go. Everyone's going to go top. It's not too bad if Lilgun doesn't go high ground. And a reminder, Execration, they still have their biggest damage dealer with Bob. So Palos dying, unfortunate, but doesn't tip the scales too much to one Lilgun's favors. Like nothing's really significantly changed right now.
Well, something might change if we take a look at the Roche pit.
Oh, that's true. That's the third Roche. That's a free Aghanims as well.
Who do you give that to?
Aghanim Scepter. I mean, let's see. Kishka having 2 spells to steal is pretty nice, but I think they're going to give it to that. They give it to the Vengeful Spirit, by the way. There's the free Ag Scepter for her.
Yeah, it makes sense. Playing this, you know, the Vengeful on the support, you don't get a lot of farm, so being able to get that free Ags, which is pretty much the goal of the Vengeful Spirit anyway. And then goes into a Blink Dagger. This is going to be so much easier now to get those swaps off on the Black Hole.
Yeah, now she's gonna have to be like, wait, I have a free Ags. I was gonna buy that. You know, so it's like, I guess I'll get something else, guys. But yeah, the free Ags is probably the best. I mean, the other users are okay. You know, they get the double strength steal from Undying, but as a you're gonna be tanky enough without it. Rubik, do you really need to steal 2 spells? No, you only need to steal 1 spell. Like you're gonna have to hotkey the whole thing. It's very complicated. Why trouble yourself with that?
Why use more buttons when fewer will do?
Exactly. The Requiem, though, upgrade for Shadowfiend might be pretty solid if you can get it. You can be low life, you go in, you throw out the ultimate, you come back, full health.
Yeah.
And it looks like they are committed to trying to get something out of this now. Going bottom, trying to get... Oh, Bob? Sorry, Vincenzo?
Yeah, Vincenzo just gets caught out. 11 with a really nice dive. Even with the early warning system of this ward in the tree, in like the cliff, Vincenzo just couldn't get himself out of danger. And the jump comes in. This is going to put the tier 2 in danger now as well. And I don't think they can stop this. They can't. In fact, the Treant's even being picked up by the Rubik to add that little bit of extra pressure. Palos, he's going to have to TP back to this. I think this is going to be have to be a base defend coming out from Execration. But you can see
here it comes. The smashing.
Yeah, 11 already wants to get to the back lines. The Midnight Pulse, though, they do take the trees down, so they're going to be able to go. The Wraith Pack does get dropped. What are they going to be able to do? Sanctity takes down Bob. Bob has no buyback, but 11, the Black Hole comes out, and he's not got the backup of the Vengeful Spirit, but he just eats the cheese. He's going to be fine. He's going to be absolutely fine as they put pressure onto this tier 3. The Echo Slam comes through. Absolutely massive, but nobody's going to die from it because there was no follow-up from Bob. Palos wasn't there to do anything either, and it just looks like they're going to have to lose a Rax. That's going to be 2 sets of Rax lost. And Lilgun. Palos trying to do his best to cut the wave. No TPs. He's going to be seeing the Balance Strike comes out. Wukong's command is going to be used as well. The BKB, it's on cooldown. Palos. This is just going to be the death. The Echo Slam was stolen. And he just immediately has to buy back. But, I mean, again, you still don't have a sniper for the next 30 seconds. Midnight Pulse onto the SF. But it looks like he's still going to be fine. And do they want to push in and probably try and end the game? Because if they get the kill onto Palos here, that's going to be a complete swing here for Lilgun.
I can't imagine Lilgun will want to wait. You know Black Hole's down. You know Echo Slam's down. You have the Aegis. This is their... Well, not do or die, but this is definitely their do moment. And Vincenzo, he's being done pretty hard right now. Well, it looks like he's going to be able to survive.
The swap comes in, though. Ace is just going to shift to the Illusion form. Still taking a lot of damage. The swap comes out. They're going to be able to get the stun onto Palos. And again, still doesn't have that BKB. 18 seconds. This is a dieback. 115 seconds without your Nature's Prophet now as well, and I think this is going to be Ace going down. The illusion does pop. 70 seconds, he buys back, and they might try and chase 11 to him. Someone's going to be dropped though. Vincenzo taking a lot of damage from that Fade Ball. The right clicks, the Boundless Strike, he just drops. He drops the gem as well. This is do or die Execration. This is their last stand. Some Butch and Sundance stuff going on here. The sniper trying to plink down into 423. 423 just has to back himself away. The Aegis has been popped. Sanctity, though, he pops his BKB. Just wants to go for the right clicks onto Bob. The Fisher that was stolen to get themselves in there. It's going to be the Glimmer Cape here now as well. But to get the kill onto the Enchantress, that's a dieback there as well. And it looks like 423. They are going to be trapped in 11. He's going to be taking a lot of damage, a lot of punishment. But this is going to be while he goes down another lane of rocks. And that's going to be Megas.
Yeah, first for Execration, I mean, still the Olympic Ultimates are not available. 2 of their heroes are dead, and it's like, what are they really going to be able to do? I think there's a small chance they can still come back just because of the strength of their lineup. Like we said, I mean, they can win a fight on their side of the map, and just Palos teleports to their side. They can start pushing towers, but it is rough going. I commend them for not giving up. I believe that they can take a team fight and possibly turn this game around, but it is tough. It is a very tough situation for them to be in right now. We didn't get a single giant, really good team fight from them. You know, like where it's like black hole into Echo Slam with a shrapnel on top, like all that damage. It's just been a very tough situation for Execration.
Yeah, I get the idea behind Enigma's going for the Wraith Pact first, but it just never seems to pay off because it means you put your Blink Dagger on a longer cooldown. You even went for the Octarine over the BKB because, yeah, I mean, the massive threat is being swapped out here, and it's just, you pick up the Enigma first in the draft. You know, it just means that the other team has the entire draft to pick up counters, and everybody does. And it just seems like the Enigma, every time we've seen him the past couple of days, has just been punished just for the fact that he was picked up.
Well, I mean, TI season, right? Everyone's like, all right, everyone's gonna practice a few Enigma counters. You know, we got Rubik in this game and Vengeful Spirit. Like that's just insanely tough for Tino to deal with. Plus, it's a core Enigma, which is even worse when you get punished because it's like, oh, we could put him as a support. We could pick another core, but Lilgun's played this really well. And like you said, it's a tough situation for him. He could have gone for the BKB Linkens. But then you can, like, that could have worked, but it's such an investment, you know? It's such an investment, huh?
Yeah, or the Dust reveal Vincenzo. There is going to be the Fisher coming through, and there's going to be a lot of damage onto the Venge, but the Venge, again, in spirit form, and they get the kill onto the Enigma. Backline, the Palace is just gone. Again, 89 seconds. Buyback comes through from the Enigma. Do you have a reveal? Bob. There's going to be the Blade Mail once again. Bob's in the trees. Was that chase out from 11? 11 wants to carry on going, and he might be able to see Bob. They get the kill onto, who's that? Vincenzo goes down, and now in the trees, the TP comes out. They're going to be able to get the Fisher. No, they're not. And the Blink comes out, but they do cancel the TP out, and the death of the Earthshaker once again. Execration, they're on the knees. They're on the last legs here as the creeps pushing into the base.
I've got the 3 most important players on Execration, and the Vengeful Spirit is there. This is the time to land the black hole of your life. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Yeah, they get themselves in there. There is going to be, it's just the sniper straight death. Wukong's command comes out just in the fountain as well to keep the Enigma in there, and they just go in and look at him. He's diving into this. They're going to be able to do enough damage to take him down. 5-man wipe, yes, just before the Monkey King dies. Stylish way to end the game here. Lilgun, 35-16 in 44 minutes. Execration did well to hang on, but in the end, Lilgun take the series 2-0.
The biggest problem with their draft was the fact that they just had no guy who wants to stand at the front. Like, someone's gonna have to man up and be like, okay guys, don't you worry, I'm gonna be in the front, I'll be providing vision. Because how many times were they able to get on top of Bob, the sniper with the groove bow, the 1200 attack range sniper? Lilgun can just walk up to him. They Kishka with like 4-staff blink lift. Monkey King gets next to him, and Execration, everyone's behind. Like, everyone's like, I don't want to be first. You want to be first? I don't want to be first. So it's very tough because Bob, like we saw early game, they were ahead. They took down the tier 2 tower bottom. They took down the outpost. They were controlling the map. But the fact that like no one wants to start a fight on their side makes it very difficult for Execration to play. Lilgun, they played really well. Great swaps. Everyone, like, great split pushing by 11. It's just everyone plays really well on Lilgun. Love the creativity with the Undying as well.
Yeah, and it was just, again, the 4-2-3 Undying, like I say, wasn't expecting that at all, but it did seem to pay off. Went for a little bit of what was the build on him? Blade Mail, BKB, Blink Dagger, Basher AC. So he was playing that kind of utility role, or even as a position 1. And 11, so he's playing like a false position 1, while 11 was able to run away with the game. And you can see it. You look at the net worth: 31k on Sanctity, 27k on the Monkey King here on 11, and they just took complete control of this game.
It was creative the way he played it. Like 4-3, they took away his Lycan, they took away Broodmother. He's like, fine, you think I ain't got something crazy in my position 1 pool? Bring up the Undying. So well played by him, and very durable, like very durable. Magic resistant, like magic immunity. Interesting to see the Skull Basher. That's the one where I'm like, Then realize zombies hit fast, but okay.
Yeah.
Either way, Lilgun taking both games in style.
Yeah, so that is going to be it for the first series, guys. But don't be upset. We have 2 more to come. The next one going to be Boom Esports versus Hokari. We're going to be getting into that in about 15 minutes. So get yourself something to eat, something to drink, and we'll be back with the second series of the day, which is going to be Boom versus Hokari. We'll see you after the break.